The young man lay motionless in a pool of blood. His name was Yin Yu Tian, and he was only moments away from taking his final breath. Just as his consciousness began to fade, a strange translucent screen suddenly appeared before his eyes. He wondered if this was the mysterious vision people saw when death came knocking. The screen quickly analyzed his condition before a single question appeared before him. Would you like to restore your body? 1 hour earlier, Chuang University was a handsome young man stood confidently before a beautiful girl while his friends loudly cheered him on. Thousands of crimson roses covered the ground. The young man told the girl to look around and admire. The embarrassed girl quietly asked him to stop. But he wasn't finished yet. He slowly opened a small gift box and revealed a glowing crystal hidden inside. He proudly explained that he had risked his life to obtain it from a dungeon. If sold, the crystal would easily fetch more than 200,000. Just then, another student quietly appeared beside the girl. Without drawing attention to himself, he calmly whispered for her to leave. He immediately began fixing the pattern one rose at a time. Wu Fan's friends exchanged puzzled looks. None of them understood who this strange student was. Meanwhile, Wu Fan continued his confession with his eyes closed, completely unaware that the girl had already slipped away. Satisfied with the arrangement, the mysterious student stood up and quietly admired his work. Believing he was still facing the girl, Wu Fan stretched out the gift box. Please, accept my feelings. Silence answered him. Curious, he slowly opened his eyes. Standing in front of him wasn't the girl. It was an unfamiliar young man. Looking completely confused, the stranger pointed at himself. Were you talking to me? Quote. Wu Fan's expression instantly darkened. Furious, he slammed the gift box onto the ground. Who the hell are you? Quote. The young man tried introducing himself, but Wu Fan cut him off immediately. He didn't care about his name. Instead, he suddenly realized the girl had disappeared. He angrily demanded to know where she had gone. His friends explained that the stranger had distracted everyone just long enough for her to escape. Wu Fan finally lost all patience. Shut up. Quote. His fist slammed directly into Yin Yu Tian's jaw. The unexpected punch sent him crashing backward. His head struck the ground with tremendous force. Blood immediately flowed from his mouth. He kicked Yin Yu Tian squarely in the head. His friends joined in without hesitation. They surrounded the helpless student and beat him mercilessly. Punch after punch landed until Yin Yu Tian was left lying unconscious in a pool of blood. One of Wu Fan's companions nervously whispered that the boy wasn't moving anymore. He turned around and walked away as though nothing had happened. As his vision faded, Yin Yu Tian could no longer feel the rain or even move his fingers. His body had gone completely numb, and the cold slowly swallowed what little strength he had left. For a brief moment, he wondered if everything he was seeing was nothing more than a hallucination. Suddenly, the mysterious system activated once again. System initialization complete. A full biological scan began immediately. The results confirmed that his genetic structure remained stable, but every vital function was critically damaged. Emergency restoration in progress. Meanwhile, the girl who had escaped returned with several security guards. She urged them to hurry, explaining that someone had risked his life to help her escape before being brutally attacked. They rushed back to the confession site. The roses and candles were still exactly where they had been, but the people involved had completely disappeared. The guards searched the surrounding area but couldn't find anyone. The girl insisted she had witnessed the beating with her own eyes. One guard tried to reassure her, since there wasn't any blood left behind. He suggested returning for now. If something truly terrible had happened, everyone would probably hear about it in tomorrow's news. Sometime later, Yin Yu Tian quietly sat inside his room. Floating directly in front of him was the same mysterious screen. No matter where he looked, it stubbornly remained within his sight. A notification repeatedly demanded his attention. "You have a new message." Hoping it would disappear, he even hid underneath his bed. Frustration quickly took over. Why won't this thing disappear? Quote, every normal pop-up window could be closed. Yet this one refused to leave. Even after shutting his eyes tightly, the notification continued floating before him. Finally, completely fed up, Yin Yu Tian gave in. Fine, I'll read it. The message instantly opened. It informed him that his body had been fully restored and the system installation was now complete. Only after reading everything did the screen finally disappear. Yin Yu Tian let out a long sigh of relief. Thinking back, he realized the events before his death had been far too vivid to be a dream. Had that mysterious system really saved his life? Before he could think any further, another notification suddenly appeared. 3 new messages received. Annoyed once again, Yin Yu Tian reluctantly opened every message. Only after reading all 3 did the screen finally disappear again. His eyes were beginning to ache from staring at the floating interface. Deciding he'd had enough for one day, he took a shower and prepared to sleep. But just as he lay down, another strange image appeared before him. At first, he convinced himself it was only his imagination. Yin Yu Tian sat upright in bed. Let's see what you want from me. A new window immediately opened. Beginner quest activated. Curious. He opened his status screen. His level was 0. His chances of surviving dangerous situations were almost non-existent. If he wanted to stay alive, he needed to become stronger immediately. His first objective was simple: master the combat skill. The moment he stood up, an unfamiliar power surged through his body. His fists felt lighter. Every movement became instinctive. The perfect stance, the exact angle, and the ideal force behind every punch naturally appeared inside his mind. The following day, Yin Yu Tian returned to class as if nothing had happened. Wei Wei held up his English test paper and sighed. Once again, he had scored 0. She couldn't understand why he completely ignored English despite being such an outstanding student. Yin Yu Tian calmly replied that mathematics was his priority. As long as he hadn't achieved a perfect score in math, he had no interest in studying anything else. Wei Wei reminded him that his English teacher would eventually lose patience. She even offered to tutor him after school. After returning home, a delivery worker arrived with the punching bag Yin Yu Tian had ordered a few days earlier. He declined the installation service, insisting he could handle everything himself. More importantly, he hated strangers entering his apartment. After assembling the equipment alone, he immediately resumed his training. Punch after punch echoed throughout the room as he practiced every movement with absolute precision. It gradually turned into days. 3 days later, Yin Yu Tian collapsed onto the floor, completely exhausted. Several punching bags hung around the room in pieces, torn apart by his relentless training. His knuckles were covered in cuts and dried blood. Even so, he believed the quest had finally reached 100%. The system appeared immediately. Left uppercut mastery, 300%. The beginner objective had been completed long ago. A new mission instantly replaced it. To unlock the next stage, he now had to reach the 10th mastery level. Before he could react, Someone knocked on his apartment door. Opening it, he found Wei Wei standing outside. She looked worried after not seeing him at school for several days. The moment she saw his pale face, she became even more concerned. Before Yin Yu Tian could answer, his legs gave out beneath him. Wei Wei quickly caught him before he fell. Embarrassed, he admitted that he was simply starving. A little later, the two of them were sitting inside a fast food restaurant. Even while eating, Yin Yu Tian's obsessive habits never disappeared. He carefully arranged every burger and every French fry into perfectly straight lines. Then he calmly ate them one piece at a time in a fixed order. Watching him, Wei Wei couldn't help smiling. Despite everything that had happened, he was still exactly the same person she had always known. After finishing the meal, Yin Yu Tian sincerely thanked her. Since he hated owing anyone favors, he insisted on repaying her somehow. Wei Wei looked around before pointing toward a nearby claw machine. Win me a plush toy, and we'll call it even. Yin Yu Tian accepted without hesitation. A little girl nearby had already spent countless attempts without winning anything. Watching Yin Yu Tian approach the machine, she quietly wondered if he was some kind of expert. On his very first attempt, the claw successfully grabbed a toy. But instead of dropping it into the prize slot, he deliberately placed it on top of another toy. He repeated the process again and again. Soon, several plush toys had been perfectly lined up inside the machine. Both girls stared at him in complete confusion. What exactly was he trying to do? Yin Yu Tian simply asked Wei Wei which toy she liked most. She smiled and replied that she liked all of them. Hearing that answer, he made one final move. The carefully arranged toys triggered a chain reaction, causing every single prize to fall into the collection slot. The little girl gasped in disbelief. Wei Wei laughed happily. She only took one plush toy and kindly let the little girl keep the rest. As they walked home that evening, Wei Wei asked whether the rumors were true. Had he really fought Wu Fan? Yin Yu Tian brushed the question aside as if it wasn't worth mentioning. Once they reached her apartment building, he stopped. He told her to head upstairs safely while promising he would finally return to school the next day. Smiling gently, Wei Wei wished him good night before heading home. The next morning, Wu Fan and his friends gathered on campus, discussing the incident from a few days earlier. One of them informed Wu Fan that Yin Yu Tian had actually survived the beating, although he still hadn't returned to school. Just then, Wei Wei walked straight toward the group. She confronted Wu Fan without the slightest hesitation. Was it you who attacked Yin Yu Tian? Quote, don't you ever bother him again? Wu Fan and his friends burst into laughter. They found it amusing that an ordinary girl was threatening awakened fighters. Walking closer, Wu Fan smiled arrogantly. You're lucky you're cute. Otherwise, you'd regret speaking to me like that. He shamelessly suggested that she spend time with him instead. Wei Wei refused without backing down. Her fearless attitude only amused the group even more. Meanwhile, rumors spread throughout the campus. Students whispered as Yin Yu Tian finally returned to school. Everyone recognized him as the student who had survived Wu Fan's brutal beating. Most couldn't believe he had the courage to come back. Ignoring everyone's stares, Yin Yu Tian calmly walked into the men's restroom. As he washed his face, the familiar system notification appeared. Left uppercut has advanced to level 1. Rewards received. Increased perception. Increased physical fitness. Beginner equipment acquired. The restroom door swung open. Wu Fan and several of his followers entered together. The moment Wu Fan saw Yin Yu Tian, his smile widened. Looks like fate brought us together again. His men immediately blocked every exit. Yin Yu Tian remained surprisingly calm. His attention wasn't even on Wu Fan. Instead, he noticed the stuffed toy hanging from Wu Fan's bag. It looked strangely familiar. He quietly asked where Wu Fan had gotten it. Wu Fan laughed proudly. He admitted that a girl had helped him get it. Only then did Yin Yu Tian realize. It was the exact plush toy he had won for Wei Wei. Without warning, he threw the first punch. But this time, Yin Yu Tian effortlessly stepped aside, watching the attack miss completely. He calmly analyzed Wu Fan's movements. His punches were slow, predictable, and full of unnecessary openings. He quietly assumed a boxing stance. Wu Fan frowned. "You actually want to fight me?" Quote. Furious, he ordered everyone to attack together. Several students rushed forward at once. Yin Yu Tian didn't panic. The instant the first attacker entered range, he delivered a flawless left uppercut. The punch landed perfectly. The attacker flew backward and crashed into the wall. Everyone froze. They couldn't believe a single punch carried that much power. Within moments, Wu Fan's followers were scattered across the restroom floor. Looking at the defeated group, Yin Yu Tian spoke calmly. "If Wei Wei is unharmed, then I'll leave it at this." Wu Fan tried to explain that Wei Wei hadn't been hurt. Before he could finish speaking, his injuries finally caught up to him. He collapsed unconscious onto the floor. Elsewhere, Wei Wei had already handled the situation herself. When Wu Fan previously tried forcing her to stay with him, she answered with a powerful kick that knocked him flat on the ground. Later that day, she remained upset over losing the stuffed toy Yin Yu Tian had won for her. While wondering where it had gone, she suddenly heard someone calling her name. Turning around, she found Yin Yu Tian standing outside the classroom. Without saying much, he handed the missing plush toy back to her. Wei Wei's eyes lit up with happiness. She asked where he had found it. Yin Yu Tian simply replied, "Don't lose it again." Yin Yu Tian quietly turned around and walked away. Before he had taken more than a few steps, another system notification appeared. Intermediate combination training available. Seeing yet another notification floating before his eyes, Yin Yu Tian sighed helplessly. Will these things ever stop? Quote, Yin Yu Tian headed straight to a local boxing gym. The new objective was far more difficult than mastering a single uppercut. This time, he needed to learn proper combination attacks. Since his left uppercut had already surpassed 300% mastery, he decided to begin with the right uppercut before linking both techniques together. Thanks to the system's previous rewards, while he trained non-stop, several people inside the gym quietly watched him. The newcomer had been practicing for 3 straight days without taking a proper break. His determination impressed some people, but irritated others. A muscular boxer finally walked over. He introduced himself as the city's hard-style boxing champion. I couldn't help criticizing his technique. According to him, the young man was practicing everything incorrectly. Feeling somewhat responsible, he offered to teach him real boxing. Yin Yu Tian politely declined. "I'm busy training." The champion frowned. No one had ever rejected his guidance before. At that very moment, inside a luxurious mansion, a young woman finished playing a beautiful melody on the piano. An assistant entered the room carrying new information. He informed her that the person she had been searching for had finally been found. His name was Yin Yu Tian. The young woman smiled with obvious interest. She immediately asked where he was now. Back at the gym. The boxing champion misunderstood Yin Yu Tian's refusal. He believed the young man wanted to challenge him instead. Determined to teach him a lesson. The champion stepped into a fighting stance. Yin Yu Tian sighed. So, you're really going to fight? Quote, curious spectators slowly gathered around the ring. Many wondered who this fearless newcomer was. At the same time, the mysterious young woman also arrived at the gym. She immediately recognized Yin Yu Tian as the boy who had once helped her escape. Quietly watching from the crowd, she couldn't help worrying. His opponent was a professional boxer. The champion noticed the beautiful girl watching the match. Wanting to impress her, he attacked without hesitation. His punch landed directly against Yin Yu Tian's crossed arms. But something felt strange. Instead of solid resistance, it felt like punching a thick cushion. The system immediately displayed another message. Defense activated. Yin Yu Tian's eyes lit up. He finally understood something important. True improvement didn't happen during ordinary practice. Go ahead. Continue. The champion stared at him in confusion. The spectators couldn't believe what they had just heard. Instead of fearing the attack, this strange young man actually wanted more. Before the fight could continue, the gym doors suddenly burst open. A large group of men walked inside. Their leader was none other than Tiger Zhen Shan. The atmosphere inside the gym instantly became tense. Everyone recognized the infamous gangster the moment he appeared. Only a short while earlier, Wu Fan had secretly hired him. In exchange for 200,000 and a valuable dungeon crystal, Tiger Zhen Shan had accepted one simple job. Kill Yin Yu Tian. Walking confidently through the crowd, Tiger Zhen Shan ignored everyone else. His eyes remained locked on a single target. So you're Yin Yu Tian. Yin Yu Tian looked back without showing any fear. What do you want? Quote. Tiger Zhen Shan smiled. Someone paid me well to get rid of you. At that moment, Yin Yu Tian noticed the crystal ring on the gangster's finger. He immediately recognized it. It was the same crystal Wu Fan had shown off during his confession. Realizing Wu Fan was behind everything, his expression grew colder. Tiger Zhen Shan casually ordered his men to surround him. No one would be allowed to escape. The boxing champion suddenly stepped forward. This is school property. If you want to fight, you'll have to go through me first. Tiger Zhen Shan didn't even bother replying. He simply threw one punch. The champion was blasted across the gym and slammed into the floor several meters away. Everyone watched in horror. The difference in strength was overwhelming. Tiger Zhen Shan slowly turned back toward Yin Yu Tian. Now, it's your turn. Yin Yu Tian sighed helplessly. Why does everyone keep dragging me into trouble? Quote. He even suggested solving the misunderstanding peacefully. Tiger Zhen Shan burst into laughter. Peace. Quote. You're still thinking about talking. Quote. Without another word, he swung his heavy club. Yin Yu Tian narrowly dodged the attack. The club smashed into the floor with tremendous force. Again and again, Tiger Zhen Shan attacked. Every strike was powerful enough to break bones instantly. Yet Yin Yu Tian calmly avoided every single blow. Becoming irritated, Tiger Zhen Shan finally drew out his true weapon, a long steel spear. The atmosphere immediately changed. Even the spectators sensed something unusual. Tiger Zhen Shan's body began radiating an unfamiliar energy. Nearby, Fan Sui's bodyguard quietly explained what everyone was witnessing. Years ago, Mysterious monsters had started appearing across the world. At the same time, certain humans awakened extraordinary abilities. These people became known as the gifted. Every awakened individual received a rank ranging from F all the way to S. Those who reached S rank possessed enough power to influence the entire world. Tiger Zen Shan hadn't fully awakened yet, but his unique ability allowed him to strengthen and manipulate weapons. Activating one of his strongest techniques, he launched his spear toward Yin Yu Tian with incredible speed. But at the very last moment, Yin Yu Tian disappeared from the spear's path. Before Tiger Zen Shan realized what had happened, Yin Yu Tian appeared directly beside him. His fists moved like flowing water. One punch, then another, followed by a perfectly connected combination. The system immediately displayed another notification. Intermediate combination training. The final punch sent Tiger Zen Shan flying across the gym. He crashed into the far wall before collapsing onto the floor. Looking at Yin Yu Tian with disbelief, he finally asked, "Who are you?" Yin Yu Tian calmly answered, "I'm just Yin Yu Tian." Accepting defeat, Tiger Zen Shan ordered his men to retreat. For the first time in years, the infamous gangster had been completely defeated by a university student. Hidden among the crowd, Fan Sui watched everything unfold. Her curiosity toward Yin Yu Tian only grew stronger. This mysterious young man clearly possessed far more secrets than anyone had imagined. Several well-dressed men entered. They immediately identified themselves as representatives of the Fang family. Their leader walked straight toward Tiger Zen Shan. Instead of praising him, he handed over an official warning. Tiger Zen Shan had abused his awakening ability against ordinary civilians before receiving full authorization. Such actions violated the rules established by the Awakening Association. Since this was his first major offense, he would only receive a warning. But if he repeated the same mistake again, his awakened powers would be permanently revoked. Fan Sui slowly approached Yin Yu Tian. She thanked him once again for helping her escape during Wu Fan's confession. However, Yin Yu Tian simply stared at her. "Who are you?" Fan Sui froze. She had expected him to remember her. Embarrassed, she introduced herself properly. "My name is Fan Sui. You helped me that day." As she spoke, Yin Yu Tian's eyes slowly drifted toward her clothes. His expression gradually changed. One side of her neckline wasn't perfect. He desperately grabbed his own wrist, trying to stop himself from reacting. But the uncomfortable feeling only grew stronger. Finally, he couldn't endure it anymore. He suddenly grabbed Fan Sui